Can you tone it down with my spending?
I can chip in here for my free meal.
Really? Okay, then get whatever you want. I don't think I ordered enough food.
The Pechuga Suiza. It's like the best chicken quesadilla you've ever had.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Welcome to Kevin's Beats and Eats. I'm Kevin Winard. For over 40 years, I've been a professional musician. Throughout my career, I've traveled all over our great country and to many places around the world, playing with fantastic musicians, meeting many interesting people, and sharing meals with anyone who will join me. Now you're probably thinking, oh my God, not another foodie show. But not only is watching this incredibly informative and necessary, but you'll also get to be entertained by my wit, charm, humor, and of course, humility. So sit back and enjoy Kevin's Beats and Eats.
Here we are with Scott and Jerry. When's the last time you guys saw each other?
I don't think it's been that long. I mean, seems like, but I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, we did. It was Hawaii, right? That we
I think
did.
it was Hawaii.
Oh my God.
But that would be a long time.
91? Yeah.
I can feel the love from here.
I wish it had been sooner.
And here's the reunion.
There's the reunion.
Yay.
Once again.
Once again.
Together again for the first time.
Why are you here?
My former boss's 90th birthday.
And your former boss is whom?
Johnny Mathis.
Ooh.
Retired in May, and we're getting together to celebrate his 90th birthday.
Now it's a surprise birthday, right?
Yes, it is. It'll be fun. We'll eat, and I'm sure he'll probably kick us out after 15 or 20 minutes.
I would.
You still here? That kind of
That's what you say to me.
Yes, right.
We're gonna get some lunch.
Sure, let's go.
This is on you, right?
It's usually by the time I get done.
Located at 622 North Milpas Street in Santa Barbara, La Super Rica was founded in 1980 by Isidoro Gonzalez, who was originally from Jalisco, Mexico. Known for their handmade tortillas and fresh ingredients, over the years it grabbed the attention of quite a few celebrities. World-renowned chef Julia Child was a longtime resident of Santa Barbara. In 1985, she went on Good Morning America and praised La Super Rica, garnering it national attention. Her favorite dish was the La Super Rica Especial, which consisted of a roasted pasilla chili stuffed with cheese and marinated pork. After her appearance, folks came out to the small restaurant to see what all the hype was about. Then the long lines began, and have stayed long ever since.
We were playing pool, and I can't remember if Rusty wanted to play a game against this one guy, and he was beating him, and the guy got upset.
Rusty beats this
Rusty
drunk guy.
beats the guy.
And the guy gets so mad, he's super hammered. His front teeth fall out into the beer. And then he starts wrestling one of his friends on the ground. It was a bunch of biker guys, like leather jackets, patches, the whole thing. This is my first night on the road.
Nothing like that has ever happened to me since.
My first night on the road.
It's
And
like this every night.
I'm 20 years old, and I'm just scared as all get out because I'm thinking, we're gonna die. I don't know Scott. I just literally got off the plane.
anybody.
I just met Scott. I met Rusty Higgins. I met everybody in the Captain Tennille band.
Brady.
And-
Who else was there?
Bill Jenkins.
Oh.
It was the OG for me.
Yeah.
OG band with Captain Tennille. And then Rusty, that's the thing that pissed the guy off. He goes, "Hey pal, you owe me $1."
Oh,
It's stuck in him.
Yeah.
And it was just like he could not let it go.
Well, he beat him.
Yeah, he beat him.
You gotta collect.
Yeah, exactly. I remember one of the, so funny, Daryl Dragon, the captain, with Captain Tennille. We're walking around and he sees this clown. It's like we did sound check and we're just walking around in the state fair and he goes, "Look at this clown." He is a funny guy.
Oh, he was very funny.
Yeah, super dry, right?
Yeah, very, very funny.
But it was just a great time. I mean, I remember coming back from that just going, wow, this is the road. So this is the road.
So this is the road. No.
No, it was all downhill from there.
My first gig was with Trini Lopez's brother, Jesse Lopez, and I tell people it's the worst possible first gig we could have had because he was so nice. I thought, everybody's this nice.
Some of their specialty items are the alambre de filete, which is a fajita-style dish of grilled tri-tip steak with bell peppers, onions, bacon, and served with a side of tortillas. Frijol Super Rica, a side dish of cooked pinto beans with chorizo, bacon, and chili. And my personal favorite, the Pechuga Suiza, which has grilled chicken breast with melted jack cheese between 2 corn tortillas. It's like the best chicken quesadilla you've ever had. Oh, and lastly, they're cash only, so be sure to bring plenty of it.
I think you're ordering a little bit much. I'm just gonna say, I think it's a little bit much. Can you tone it down with my spending?
Absolutely.
Think that's possible?
I can chip in here for my free meal.
Really? Okay, then get whatever you want. And is there anything else you guys want?
Not for me, but
Nope.
Okay.
good.
94.40 please.
Oh, 94.43. It does hurt a little bit. You're not in the videographers union, are you? Do you need a 5? A hard 5? Sir, maybe we have some cups for salsas, please. I don't know, 8, maybe? That'd be great. Thank you.
Were you playing in the Disney band in '85, or did you play it the year before?
I did the Disney Orchestra.
Yeah.
That was 84 in Florida, and that's how I met Tony and Daryl.
So what were you doing in '85 when they called you?
I was going to Northridge, and Daryl called me. I was about to go to theory class at CSUN. So he says, how would you like to audition for the Captain and Tennille? I said, I'd love to. So I can't remember, we set it up like a week later, did the audition. It was just him and me. And then I got a call from Bruno, the manager. We're gonna send you a cassette tape to learn from a live show, and you got basically about a week and a half to learn the show. Jerry,
Cheers.
salute. Here's your beer.
Looks good.
You want me to set this up for you, buddy?
Set it up. I love it.
Do you want it inside?
That's fine. Sure. God, I wish I ordered a beer.
With some Diet Coke? Salud.
Salud. L'chaim.
L'chaim. And you did the gig, how long?
From '84 until all the way through '92 or '93.
How did you get the gig with Johnny?
Audition. Carolyn was 6 months pregnant at the time. I came back from the audition. She said, what do you think? And I said, don't worry about it. I'm not going to get it. She said, well, what if you do? You know, I'm pregnant. I go, well, we'll try it for a year. See how it works out.
And it kind of worked. How many years was that?
34 plus.
So Johnny's not really a loyal guy.
Apparently not.
We covered a lot so far, believe it or not. I
Yep.
think we're done.
Let's eat.
Yeah, where's the food, for God's sakes?
Well, we can do the question and answer session.
Well,
anytime
we
you want.
will.
Okay.
Let's see, what year did you come to LA and what brought you there? We already covered that.
We did that. So that was 1982.
Cool. Moving on. Did you know Carolyn before you came to LA? Yes.
Yes.
You married her. Are there any things you miss about LA? And why did you move from LA?
I miss my friends
And when?
and the weather and
Even me?
I said friends.
Bang zoom! You are correct, sir.
No, that's
you are correct.
It's easy. You always miss your friends most when you leave someplace, and the weather, and the topography. I mean,
I'm sorry. What topography? What does that mean?
the trees and the grass and the hills and the valleys.
I'd love to talk more, but I got to get the food.
Let's get the food.
Let's go get my $90 worth of food, shall we? I don't think I ordered enough food. Oh my God. Yeah, we got 25 salsas out there, so we're set.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
guys. This looks incredible.
Walk this way.
Don't judge.
I'm from Ohio. I have to fill up. So what are these? Are these the pechuga?
I think this is the alambre.
Okay.
This is the pechuga.
Okay.
Obviously the guac and the vegetarian.
That's guac?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the vegetarian tamales, which look unbelievable.
Okay.
And I guess some extra tortillas, I guess.
Okay, well, I have to take a picture of this. As Carolyn said, pictures of the food. Oh.
Oh my God. What are you gonna eat? So this is the pechuga. I can't remember the last name, but the Suiza?
The Suiza?
I think so. It's quite good. Which basically, I think, is a chicken quesadilla, right?
Yeah.
How good is this?
Uh-huh.
You know what I like? They actually cook the chicken. They char the chicken a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Handmade tortillas, fresh guac.
So does that mean this is Swiss cheese? Suiza? Or is that not what that means? I don't know.
You know, you think since I have a foodie show, I'd know this?
But you don't know.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hey, Jerry, can you do me a favor and just double check and make sure I'm actually in the shot?
Yeah.
Because it's all about me.
This better?
Yeah, could you
Okay.
move that maybe to the next table?
Should I get in the car? Do you mind sitting in the back seat though? Those windows are tinted.
You know what I'm gonna say? You think I'm crazy. Guac is great. I think it could use a little more salt.
Oh, well,
Maybe I'll go tell him.
I'll be right behind you.
Boy, I thought Jerry would never leave. You and I have had a long-standing argument. What constitutes a milkshake?
Well, what the characteristics of the milkshake are?
Right. Do you remember where we were doing this? I do. I remember when this conversation took
Everywhere.
place. Well, everywhere, but I remember the impetus. I know.
No.
That's a big word, impetus.
Impetus.
I don't know what it
What
means.
is it?
I don't know what it means, but I like it. It was Atlantic City on the boardwalk.
Oh yeah?
Yep. We started talking about milkshakes, and my thing was I was talking about Hanford Superior Dairy,
Of course.
right? Of
Yep,
course.
Yep.
And how it's so thick and served in the silver thing with that you have to eat it with a spoon, and you said that is not a shake. For 20 years we've had this argument that he thinks a shake you need a straw and you sip through it.
You drink it.
You have a good argument.
I want to be able to take it with me. I don't want to have to sit there and use a spoon. I want to, hold it and walk around, drink it.
What's your favorite thing on this whole thing?
I've got to taste that.
Try that and tell me what your favorite dish is.
You're my favorite dish.
You know it, baby. Jerry, what's your favorite?
Well, yeah. There's nothing like a really good homemade tortilla.
Totally
Just
agree.
Really liking their
And
tortilla.
this is nothing like a really good homemade dish.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, she's in there making them right
Right.
there, man. That's the best.
yeah.
That's
So
fantastic.
And that quesadilla-like thing was really good with the tortilla.
The pechuga with Suiza?
Yeah.
That's my favorite
Those are
thing.
great. Yeah, this is really good. It's got some interesting flavor.
It's sweet, not spicy.
No, it's not
A little bit.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of heat.
Just the right amount.
Yep. Their pico's excellent, by the way. Pico de gallo is excellent.
It is really good.
I'm sure you've had some that's just a little bit bland
Yeah.
and just not
Yeah.
happening.
I got a lot, yeah.
It's got the right amount of pepper and heat.
Does it have jalapenos? Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
So your favorite is the pechuga. My favorite is the pechuga. What's your favorite? The pechuga?
Yeah. Love this.
Yeah. I have a fantastic memory that you turned me on to that I never forgot.
Whoa.
This movie, which is now everybody's into it, but this is before people were all into it.
Christmas Story? No, something else.
Tell us Christmas Story. Why don't you just
I
gave
screwed it
away.
up?
You just get. We'll do this again. We were at Caesar's Palace in Tahoe with C&T playing for all of the governors, I think, in the United States.
Wow.
It was like a private thing in their showroom. We had really great rooms at Caesar's. They gave us beautiful rooms. Right in the middle of the living room was a jacuzzi.
Uh-huh.
And I woke up, there's snow on the ground. I'm in the jacuzzi. I turn on the TV, and it's A Christmas Story.
Oh.
And I'd never seen A Christmas Story, and you'd been talking about this movie
Oh.
for like months. That's my introduction to A Christmas Story.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that a great memory?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I remember in the 90s, I saw at the Thousand Oaks Performing Arts Center, you guys did the Christmas show, which
Uh-huh.
was beyond spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Here, you're watching Johnny Mathis sing these iconic Johnny Mathis Christmas songs that you've heard your entire life, and he's right there singing it with a full orchestra, and it sounds just like the record. It makes you want to cry. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever heard.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Oh my Lord. Who turned you on to La Super Rica? How'd you find out? Wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
It was me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
How do you think? Who else do I know in Santa Barbara?
This is Kevin Beats and Eats. Thank you for watching. Scott Lavender, ladies and gentlemen.
Hola.
Hola, Jerry Compton.
Adios.
Adios. Thank you for
Amigos.
watching again, like I said, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Because nobody asked for it, this is Post-Show Shenanigans and Tomfoolery.
This is where things get
The
really
lightning
fun.
round?
Yes, this is the lightning round. This is called, pay attention, this is called Post-Show Shenanigans
Huh?
and Tomfoolery.
Okay. I see, yes.
I came up with that title myself.
That's really brilliant.
Yeah, 3 within 3.
Okay.
Okay, it's 3 questions
Yeah.
within 3 minutes.
Okay.
But not really.
But not really?
Not really. You can take as much time as you want. Here we go.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
And go. 3 favorite foods.
Steak.
Wait, I'm gonna interrupt you.
Is that a wrong answer?
What kind of steak?
Filet mignon, preferred.
Nice call. Medium rare, right? Or rare?
Medium rare.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
I approve you. I approve of this message. Second favorite food.
Second favorite food. Indian food.
Ooh, wow.
Probably Mexican.
And Mexican. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to. Yeah.
Over
like,
Italian, over Viking food.
I love it all. It's hard to pick just 3, but
I
those
know.
are the first thing that popped into my head.
Now, 3 least favorite foods.
I can't think of any right now.
Really? You like literally everything? You'll eat anything?
I'll eat just about anything. I think trying to think of an ethnicity I don't really care for.
So let's go with specific foods, not genre of foods, but just like, I don't know. Is there a vegetable you don't like? Is there?
Particularly like peas, but I don't
Okay.
hate them. I think it's the popping in your mouth, like
So-
eating a small eyeball or something. And
What about if you were in England and had mushy peas?
yeah, like an English breakfast, that might count as my least favorite meal.
Okay, even with the sausage and the whole thing.
Oh, sausage.
You don't like sausages?
I don't like the breakfast sausage they serve in England.
Okay, that's a good answer. You got
Not my
2
cup of tea.
not not my cup of tea. You're right.
Tea.
You're right.
I'm not a big meatloaf fan. I don't hate it. I just would never eat
You
it.
never say, honey. You never say, honey. Could you just whip up some
What's
meatloaf
up,
for me?
meatloaf.
Okay, my least favorite, liver.
Oh, I can eat liver.
I had a feeling you could.
I grew up eating it.
That's it, because you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom would make liver and onions.
There you go.
I don't think it's anything I'd order anymore, but when we had it, I ate it, and it was okay.
Ugh. Now your favorite dessert. What's your favorite dessert?
Well, it's hard to beat milkshakes. Hard to beat cookies. A good chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, really?
How
Really?
much better does it get? The milkshake, cookies. I'm a cake guy.
You jumped to my next question. Cake or pie?
Cake, definitely cake.
What kind of cake?
Well, the more chocolatey, the better.
You just love chocolate.
I do love chocolate, and my grandmother made this cake that my mom called Mama's Very Chocolate Cake. And she passed that recipe down to Carolyn, and Carolyn makes it for my birthday. It's a bundt cake, and it's just deep, dark chocolate with chocolate chips.
I noticed she didn't make that when I was visiting.
No. I like a good cream puff. Cream puffs are great. Eclairs, any pastry, donuts. I mean,
Yeah.
That fancy desserts. I like bananas Foster. Yeah. Oh. We got Jerry on that one.
Yeah, you like the bananas Foster?
Oh, I'll tell you, the bananas Foster. Ooh, it's really good.
That's really good. Yes. Favorite childhood food memory? Like a memory that involves food where,
Actually,
fond memory, shall we
visiting
say.
my grandparents in Shreveport, Louisiana, we would usually go at least one time while we were there to El Chico, Mexican.
Huh.
And because it was unusual and there was, I don't think there were any Mexican restaurants in Finley, but that was significant. But whenever we went to my grandmother's, actually, she would fix sweet potato pie and ham. And my mom was a pretty good cook too, and she used to fix a dish called beef and mushroom burgundy for my birthday. It was, sliced up steak and mushrooms and a gravy, and then put that over mashed potatoes. That was
Sounds
outstanding.
tremendous.
Yeah.
Sounds
That was
tremendous.
the birthday.
Yeah.
birthday meal.
Mayo or Miracle Whip? Because now,
Oh, mayo.
yeah, me too.
Come on.
There are some morons that
What?
like Miracle Whip.
I couldn't tell you what the difference is, but why would I ever go there if I have the choice?
You can't tell. The
I don't
Miracle
know.
Whip is sweet.
Side
It's like
by
a
side.
salad dressing. It's like
Okay.
sweet.
Say no
and-
more. Yep.
Yeah.
That's kind
It's
of
like
what I thought.
Yeah, they would put that on a bologna and cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
With Miracle Whip.
And it's sweet.
And it's sweet.
See that right there?
All right. This takes us to. Might have been the worst single stroke roll I've ever done in my life. I'm tired.
You're tired.
Your thought. Did I ever tell this joke? My dad's favorite joke?
I think so.
The God of
And-
Thunder, Thor?
You what?
The God of Thunder, Thor? So the God of Thunder, Thor, he comes down, right, from the heavens, and he wants to have some carnal knowledge just for one night. He wants to be human, and he's just going to disguise himself and just kind of become a human being. And so he goes to New York City, picks up a prostitute.
New York City?
Yeah.
No kidding.
What are the odds? He picks up a prostitute. They go to his hotel room, and they're doing their deed, and just at the point of release, shall we say, for the children, okay, he has to pound his chest and say, "I'm Thor, the God of Thunder,
I know
I'm
it is.
Thor." And you absolutely know the punchline. She looks up at him and she goes, "You're Thor."
Imagine.
So I can hardly piff. All right, so now we are to the most exciting part of this post show.
I'm ready.
Okay, this is the double chocolate chunk cookie challenge. It's one trivia question about food,
Oh, uh-oh.
and if you answer correctly or incorrectly, you still get the cookie.
That's good, because I know nothing about food.
In Findlay, what year did Wilson's Sandwich Shop open?
1947.
I forgot to write down the year, so I don't know the answer.
What did you write down?
I just wrote down the question. Can you look it up? And what is it known for?
Hamburgers and malts.
Look. Hamburgers and malts.
Not hamburgers.
Hamburgers, right. Square hamburgers
Yep.
and frozen malts.
Yep.
I think it's 46. I can't believe I didn't write down the answer.
I can.
Never liked you.
Wilson's, Findlay, Ohio. Let's see.
He's old, so technology's a little, it's not.
I don't know how you do this. It's a sandwich.
This is a long way to get there, I'll tell you.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter because I'm OCD like that, and I can't function for the rest
Okay.
of the day until I find this out. All right, while you're looking that up, I'm going to move it along. In 1965, what drink became Ohio's official state beverage?
Root beer.
Tomato juice.
What a disappointment.
Would not. Here's a question: would tomato juice be considered a food or a drink?
Yes. Yes, it would.
Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
1936.
What did you say?
I said 47.
Ah.
36.
All right. Last question.
Yay.
This is the last question. Okay.
Okay.
This is an Ohio thing and it sounds disgusting to me. What is in a ham loaf?
Ham loaf.
This actually goes to your,
My
One of your-
meatloaf thing?
sort of, yeah.
Ground beef?
No.
Ground ham?
A baked meatloaf made from ham and pork, often glazed with sugar or pineapple.
That sounds like something they'd serve in Ohio.
Sounds really gross. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, well that's it. You did very terribly. You were awful.
I did awful.
Yeah,
I did awful.
but these were some tough questions. This is your reward. It is a double chocolate chunk chip cookie something, I can't remember, from Costco.
Costco.
This is from the food court. That's why I was late.
All right, all is forgiven.
All right. Try that.
That didn't sound good.
Well, it's, you know, it's
Not
not
like
right.
a brick. What are you expecting me to have a?
I want you to have a bite. I want you to shoot you. Have you had one? Wait, but stop. Have you had one yet? Have you had a Costco?
I don't think so.
Very good. I like it. A little softer on the inside.
It would be though if it came right out of the oven.
Delicious. Yeah, I approve.
All right, there's your gift.
Thank you very much.
I got one for you too, Jerry. So you can take it home.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for doing the interview.
My pleasure, buddy.
Bye.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you could do the typical thing and help me out by liking and subscribing, that would be much appreciated. Also, please tell your friends. And if there's something you recommend checking out, please let me know in the comments. Again, thank you for watching and for your support. Until next time, this is Kevin's Beats and Eats.